Welcome back to the Higher Heart Warrior channel. My name is Hadija. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you about your next romance. What is the truth about your next romance from the perspective of your angels, your ancestors, and the goddesses, as well as your higher self, or just in general. I post videos every week on YouTube and reels on Instagram. So feel free to check those out, or you can check out my website for personal Reiki and reading sessions. So now we're going to do the pile selection. For pile number 1, what is the truth about their next romance? Pile 2 and pile 3. Truth about pile 3's next. All right. Pile 3's next romance. The truth about pile 3's next romance. Okie-dokie. So I will put the timestamps for each of the piles in the description if you'd like to just go there and head straight to your pile. And I do also offer options to help you choose your pile, which I will get to after this. Pile 1. 2 and pile 3. I appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscribes. They do help. Okay. Now I'm gonna choose some numbers for you to help you choose your pile. Pile 1. Whoa. I don't know if you could tell, but the light just went out. Pile 2. And pile 3. Whoa. How very interesting. All right, letters for you to choose your pile. For pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and then we have some angel numbers. Okie dokie. And lastly, some zodiac signs. And I'm going to tidy this up, and then I will see you at the pile selector. All right, so pile 1. Now this could be your zodiac sign or their zodiac sign. We have Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Cancer. Angel number 1616 with willpower as the keyword. The letters A, C, N, or Q. Or the numbers 20, 18, 16, or 49. For pile number 2, we have Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, or Aries. The angel number 1414 with the keyword possibilities. The letters R, K, V or T, or the numbers 15, 38, 39, or 29. And then for pile 3, we have Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, or Capricorn. The angel number 911 with courage as the keyword, the letters W, P, U, or Z, or the numbers 66, 50, 1, or 57. So the timestamps are in the description, like I mentioned before, and you can head right over to your pile. Otherwise, I will see you in your pile. Right, pile number 1. This is the truth about your next romance from the perspective of your angels, your ancestors, goddesses, and your higher self or your overall team. All right, so this is your pile. If you've been seeing the number 20, 18, 16, 49, the letters A, C, N, or Q, the number 16, 16, or you have your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. Again, these can be flipped, so if these aren't your signs, then they could be theirs. So, jumping right in, let's see what the angels would like you to know about your next romance. Ooh. Okay, so we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and addictions are affecting your romantic life. And in this context, it says codependency. So straight off the bat, they want you to know to beware of that, to beware of slipping back into codependent tendencies. Yeah, because you've been working on this codependency, and that is why this new romance is coming into your life. And it's not necessarily a new person. It could be a transformation within an already existing connection, or it could indeed be a new person, or it could be a person that's already in your life that you're seeing in a new way because you've been working on these codependency issues or even addiction issues in general. Now the angels, your goodness. I opened the goddesses card. I flipped the goddesses card. So we'll get it from the goddesses first. They want you to be honest with yourself about what it is that you actually want in a relationship to help it grow into this love of a lifetime. Because there's certain passions that you're denying yourself, that you're not being honest with yourself about. And your ancestors want you to know that that is part of being in a connection with other people, especially romantic connections. They're not meant to be toxic, but they're also not meant to be completely easy sailing, because then how would you learn and grow? And this love that you're stepping into, this romantic love, is bringing about this change through shining a light on your shadows, shining a light on your codependent tendencies, addictions, things like that, so that you can be honest with yourself and grow in that connection with the foundation of a strong, supportive love. So this is going to help you, this connection is going to help you flip that frown upside down. I'm laughing because it's going to help you flip the frown upside down. It's going to help you see that all the shadow work that you've done, all the introspection, all the changes that you've been making to yourself have been with the truest intentions. And so those intentions are being not necessarily rewarded, but acknowledged, and overall in the long run are helping you to be open to receiving this love. I'm going to get one clarifier for you just to see if there's any other messages about, if there's any other truths about this next romance for pile 1. Anything else? Yeah, you've been standing your ground. You've been, like I said, you've been holding the fort down. You've been doing that work and maintaining that stability internally. And so now it's coming in quick. There's going to be a message from somebody. Or it could be a Gemini. You see right here. The Knight of Swords is associated with Gemini and ideas and quick thinking, and then on the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess. So you've been able to get your intuition and your logical mind in balance, which is bringing about this change. It's making it easier for this change to come about more harmoniously. And how this is going to make it so that when this true love does arrive, you're going to be able to know that all your hard work was worth it, so that you could be able to sustain a healthy, loving, not codependent relationship. If you'd like to go further into this, I do have readings on my website available, so feel free to head there, higherheartwarriorchannel.com. Otherwise, I will see you next week, Saturday, 8 a.m. Thank you, pile 1. Alrighty, pile number 2. Today we have, the topic of the reading is going to be the truth about your next romance. And this is guidance and the truth from the perspective of your angels, your ancestors, goddesses, and your higher self. So this is your pile. If you've been seeing the number 29, 39, 38, 15, the number 1414 are the keyword possibilities, the letter R, K, V, or T, or if you have your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, or Aries. And this can go for another person that you're coming to this reading about, or yourself. So fit it how it fits. Let's get into it. We have, well, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. And then calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, and then we have get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. Give me 1 second. All right, pile 2. So, given the cards that have come out already, I feel like there's a person that you came here to this message with in mind. And given that the first card that I saw was unrequited love, past life relationship, calling in your soulmate, and then get your power back. Right off the bat, I think your message, the truth about this romance is you may get what you wish for, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's what's best for you. Just because you've had a past life connection doesn't necessarily mean that it's meant to continue into this life. Given the unrequited love aspect of it, and then to get your power back from the Archangel Michael deck, I feel like the angels are coming through right off the bat, just saying that just because you can see the possibilities of a connection does not mean that those possibilities are meant to come to fruition in this lifetime. It's a little bit harsher than what I expected, but I did say the truth, and that is the truth from the perspective of your angels. Now let's see, your ancestors on the other hand. this may not be this. So this person, if you have a person in mind, this connection could be a connection where there's opportunity. Again, with the possibilities, there's opportunity, but not in the romantic sense. Not in the romantic sense. I was saying, pile 2, about this person that you may have in mind. For those of you who don't have it in mind, I will get to your message next. But first, for those who have a person in mind, this connection may not be necessarily meant to be romantic in nature, but it was in a past life. And so there's those lingering energies from the past life being brought into the current life, which can make things a little confusing, which is, you know, understandable if you're not that used to or aware of how these things work. Let's see what the goddesses have to say. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. So this could be somebody that is moving in or out of a new place, or you are, or they're moving in with you. Maybe you're meant to move in with each other. Okay. All right, so the stop kind of is interesting. I'm gonna need some clarification on that. Yeah, I feel like this pile, scratch what I said about not having a person in mind, because I feel like there is a person that you have in mind. It's kind of coming through pretty clear on that front. Let's see. Overall, what is the truth about this romance? So it needs to be transformed. There's a transformation that needs to take place in your idea of the Ten of Pentacles traditionally stands for legacy, family, pile 2, I feel like for you, there could be a bit of a fear of maybe not having a family, not leaving a family behind, not having children. And overall, you need to let that go and choose to focus on your current situation. Focus on your thoughts. Because I feel like maybe romance isn't the place where you're meant to be focusing right now. I feel like it's more on what you're building, what legacy you're leaving behind, who you are as a person, learning more about yourself, and creating a new perspective on who you are as a person. Once you do that, once you focus more on yourself and you understand that there needs to be a stable, healthy foundation to build on if you want to have this or any romantic relationship to come into your life, you'll have to first do some work on yourself. Not to call you out, this is just the truth of the matter that I'm seeing in the cards. And there's a level of authority you need to take back over your life. Because we have the Emperor, and then one of the first cards was get your power back. So maybe start there, and then you can, you know, expand outward as you've gotten some headway in that department. So pile 2, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Okie pal number 3, welcome to your reading about the truth about your next romance from the perspective of your angels, ancestors, goddesses, and your higher self. So Let's jump into it. Oh, wait. This is your pile. If you've been seeing the letter PUZW, the number 911, 66, 51, or 57, or you have your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in the sign of Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, or Virgo. Pile number 3, you can use these as, confirmation for yourself that this is your pile if it's your sign, or if you've been seeing these numbers or these letters, or it could be regarding your next romantic partner. So we have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, and then religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this could be a person who has a similar spiritual growth trajectory as you, or even like maybe you were both raised in the same religion. Let's see, what else do the angels have to say? And then also there's this factor of you needing to make a decision from a place of empowerment, having the courage to make a decision instead of sitting on the sidelines, waiting for somebody else to make a decision for you. It could be you have somebody in mind, or it could be just in general of not knowing if you even want a romantic relationship, but clearly you're watching this video, so a part of you does. Oh shit. Okay. All right, we have don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So I feel like a part of this indecision, and because I was getting like the Two of Swords energy from this very soon card, and the courage, it's like you're scared of making the wrong choice. You're scared of opening up to love again and then having it not work out. And I think a key here is to first decide what your definition of working out is. Just a place to start. For those of you who have a relationship, you're in a relationship already, there's also that same thing about clearly deciding what it is you want, what that end goal is that you want, because you may have gotten into the relationship wanting one thing and then it's evolved over time. And so maybe it's time to sit down and kind of get clear with yourself on what it is that you want from that connection, from that relationship. And then for those of you who are not in a connection already, the truth is that somebody new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. So open your mind and your heart that happiness can enter your life. Very interesting. I feel like this person is going to be on the spiritual path, on the religious, or they could be, depending on you, right? And what you believe in and your religious views or spiritual views. There could be just like two birds of a feather. You could be two birds of a feather flock together. There you go. That's what it is. You could be, you could have similar views in that nature. And then we have, okay, your ancestors want you to, again, with this, getting clear on your perspective regarding romantic relationships is really going to make it easier for you to have the courage to make this choice from a steady ground, like from a place of, again, courage and not fear. So instead of not taking the chance and reaching out to that person or saying something to somebody, you'll be able to know that you know what you want and what you view as a successful romantic relationship. And in doing so, that makes it easier for you to make the choice when you have the opportunity, because somebody new is coming. And then let's see, the goddess's guardian, again with the bow and arrow, shooting your shot. Like, this connection is guarded by Artemis. Overall, I feel like it's a very clear message of getting to know what it is that you want in romance. Because the opportunity is coming. Then we have happiness. It was reversed, but I feel like it's one of those situations where if you have a frown now, it's going to be turned upside down. This is going to open up a possibility. This is going to open up a getting clear on what you want, regardless of any external forces, is going to make you happier. So regardless of if another person is involved, I know this is like the truth about your next romantic partner, but like that's just a side message for some people. Like getting clear on what you want is going to help you get clear on what you want. And when you're clear on what you want, you know what you don't, and then you can focus your energy and your time and your efforts on what makes you happy. Romantically, it's the same thing. It still applies. So I think that's a pretty clear message, pile 3. Anything else for pile number 3? Any other truths about their next romance? Quickness. It's coming in with the quickness. It is, if it's what you want, this person could have Cancer placements that are significant. Once you decide what it is that you want, and you have and that emboldens you to have, and you get clear on it, you reflect on what it is that you believe to be a successful romantic relationship, or what you want in a partner, all those things, you got the Chariot. That's like, and that's one of the victory cards in tarot. So like, and it's about forward motion. It is about hell or high water. You're getting it. You're getting this. Come hell or high water, you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor of doing that reflection, of getting to know what it is that you want, is going to bring you this new person. Maybe even options for new people. Okay. That's what I have for you, pile 3. Thank you for joining me. I post videos every Saturday at 8 a.m. and you can head to higherheartwarriorchannel.com if you'd like to check out other reading options or Reiki options. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you.